Let's take a look now at section 2.2.1. Okay, and so this is more about detailed drawings, and we're going to revise an existing drawing. This is very typically done. Often you will have to use an image and actually redraw it yourself, but for the purposes of just starting out and learning how to do this, we're going to take an existing image and put it into a reference file, a Revit file, and use it. So let's see how we're going to do that. Okay, so first thing is I've got my Revit, and I can open an existing file and just use that one. So let's go back to whatever you drew in section 1, or you could use this original one. It doesn't really matter. And it will do an upgrade like it always does. Okay, these are some older drawings that we're reusing. And it does an upgrade. So there we go. And you recognize this from last week. So let's save it now. Save as a new project. Remember to save it as a project. And I'll put it into my section 2. So this is section 2. Foundations and flooring. So I've just renamed it and put it in a new spot. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to put an image on a new view, and that image is not necessarily to scale. It's just used in many, many, many different drawings. You've seen this from details. So I've got a typical detail that I'm going to use. So in Revit, we go to the View toolbar, and we make a new drafting view. Doesn't take too long. And this one is my slab on grade flooring detail, because I've looked at and I've seen. Its scale is 1:1, which is 12 inches equals 1 foot. And here we go. It makes a new thing for me. And to find it, it actually made this new thing down here for me. So now it's just a matter of inserting that drawing or that image. So here's my image. I went to the Insert tab, Link an Image, and I've saved that. I took it off of my resource page and saved it where I can find it. Click, and I'll just put it anywhere. Now it's really interesting. I don't really know how big it is until I look over here. It's actually 18 inches wide, 1 foot, 6 inches or so. I want you to make it 6 inches wide. So type 6 inches in the width. And I use the scroll wheel to zoom in on it so I can see it. And that's what I want to show on a new sheet. So we just made a new drafting view and stuck an image in there. Now we're going to go down to the sheets, right click on the sheets and click a new sheet. Load it. Oh, sorry, not load it. Use the 11 by 17. There it is. It's a new sheet. And if I want to give it a name, down here I can double click on the name and call it Details. Now here's a really cool thing. I want to add that thing that I just made, and I can either find it over here and hold my mouse down and drag it into place. I'm going to undo that. Or I can come over to this page and I can right click on it and I can say add a view. And then it gives me all the different views that aren't being used already. There it is. Slab on grade. I haven't touched my mouse yet. I'm moving it around, but I haven't clicked. Click. And I hit escape. There it is. That's it. That is the activity of how to put a detail into Revit. And you can see it. It's not necessarily exactly the building, but it tells the contractor what the architect or the designer is expecting in general. And contractors are supposed to be able to read these and apply it to the design presented in this file. So there you go. And the last thing is, of course, is to save this and then to submit this file to Canvas. And probably all you need to do for your workbook is take a snip of that, put it in, and then put some sort of annotation. I put an existing image into a new drafting view in Revit, and I put it on a new sheet. There we go. There is activity. What's my activity? 2.2.1.